not quite hit the standards you've set recently tonight?
Not a long way off, particularly first half. Well, you know, a bit better second half, but first half a long way off. And you know, sometimes that can happen. Credit to them as well, because I thought they were better first half. They were sharper. They were. Their anticipation was better. You know, we know the format and the style they want to play, and they delivered that better than we did. So, you know, the combination sometimes, but we were way off our mark first half. And yet, strangely, you know, they scored a worldie to calm the game down. They get second, but it's a small gripe. I must make that clear, because I'm not making excuses. But I thought it was a foul on Corky in the build-up to the game, the second goal. And then, strangely, I was going to say we have a really good finish from Woody, and the keeper makes a save. And we had the chance of the game from Taki, who goes for the big finish and probably just needs to be calm and slot it, which is not always easy to do, of course. So you could have sort of had it tighter at half time. Second half, I was pleased with the effect that we had on the team, because there was a better energy, a better demand from the second half, without being great, but we asked more questions, we caused a few more problems, got them on the back foot more, and more like we've been playing and more like the energy we play with. So, you know, mixed bag, inevitably, they deserve to win. You know, I thought their performance overall was better than ours. But I'm not going to start criticising a group who have been unbeaten in 8 games. I've had some massive performances and big results and big points on the board. So I'm certainly not going to be overcritical of our group.
Disruption before the game in West Ham?
Yeah, I think him and Cork have had a tremendous little run together, and the way they've connected. Unfortunately, he went down with sickness this afternoon, Westy, so we had to get him a car back. So obviously we don't want it going through the camp. And Dwight was a tough one night for him, but he's been fantastic. You know, and we did wonder, you know, is it one? Can you get that next one out of him? But I thought he was good on Saturday, and he just found it tough tonight. And you know, if you're 2 down a little bit and the energy is not quite there, you know, then it can affect the group, and they're playing well, and they're on, you know, but they played with that edge, if you like. And first half more so. But overall, like I say, I'm not going to be overcritical, because the players are putting in everything they can, and they're getting their rewards. It's probably just a reminder more than anything that if you do just come off slightly, then you don't get anything, you know, and I thought that was the case tonight.
Not that you're getting carried away, but is it sort of a reminder that you're not out of the woods just yet?
I don't think we've certainly never spoke of that. All I've been speaking about is performance levels in the next game, and that's what I continue to do. I think that's a good mindset we've had. We had that for today's game. There may be, you know, it's hard to measure it, but you have a big result, a super big result, in fact, when you're playing the big boys like we did against Tottenham, and then the next one you always wonder, you know, how's that going to affect the group? How does it feel? You know, how does that affect things? And I think sometimes that's another learning curve. But we've done that well, because we've delivered and delivered and delivered. But maybe tonight was the one that would just, you can never tell, but if that would have been a Saturday game, that just gets it out yourself, that strange, wonderful feeling, but that strange feeling of beating the big boys, a lot of noise, and then you have that clear week ready again. Maybe this game was just too quick, but Saturday we'll be back.
It's important now, don't think, to get that reaction given the sort of disappointment.
Yeah, it's a strange thing now. You all think, you know, we've just been unbeaten in 8, and it's immediately, oh, you know, I don't think it's time for that yet. I think there's, like I say, the second half was more pleasing. Not great, but pleasing. You know, we were back on looking like we could affect the game, looking like we could affect them, and I thought that was good. And a few really good. I thought Charlie Taylor was excellent tonight. He continues to grow and improve. I thought the 2 centre halves, particularly second half, were very good tonight. You know, they continue to find their form. Tom didn't actually have overly amounts to do, so it's a strange game. But I know they've done that sides here where, you know, they haven't had loads of chances, but they've taken them, and that's what we all have to do. You know, we know the superpower clubs make chances, you know, at times openly, but the rest of us have to fight for everything we've got. So, you know, like I say, you know, I don't overthink it, but it is a reminder we have to stay to task, and that is we have to keep our energy levels, keep our eye of the tiger, which we've definitely been, but also our quality, and some of our quality was lacking, particularly first half. Slightly better second half, but not enough tonight.
Charlie Taylor continues to really grow into it.
Yeah. No, really good, really good. And that's a funny one. The connection amongst the team wasn't always right tonight, but you know, it's very fine lines, you know, and you saw second half, at least we responded to that, you know, responded to the challenge, and found a more assured performance second half, without being great, but a more looking like we have been doing after a really, really below par first half.
Was Dwight carrying that at all, or was it?
No, No, I think it's just, you know, when you're young, the games do catch you out sometimes. You know, big games when you're young, they're all big games, no matter what age you are, but when you're young particularly. And we wanted to go again because we got him off on Saturday earlier, so we thought, you know, he'll be fine and the energy will be there. I think sometimes it just catches the young players out, you know, both physically, particularly physically, and sometimes the mental side of it. You know, it's a big game playing on TV against Tottenham. Another big game tonight for different reasons, but when you're young, you don't always think of it like that. So, no, he's a fine young player and he's done fantastically well.
Actually, back for Saturday.
Who's that, sorry?
West Ham.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, we hope so. We got him home this afternoon in a car, so that'll give him some more recovery time, and hopefully it's just a bug that passes quickly. He was in a hotel room on his own, thankfully, so he's not around the group, and so hopefully we've contained that.
Stevenson, the specialist.
Yeah, we're just waiting on news of what they're going to do. It's just a calf thing, so there's a couple of different options. So I'm just waiting on the clarity of what they're actually going to decide to do. He was seeing one of the specialists today, but obviously I've been a bit busy today. It's fair to say. Oh, we'll wait and see. Yeah, I'm no specialist, that's for sure. So I'll have to wait and see what the specialist report is.
Aaron's still.
He's making good progress. Yeah, Az is making really good progress. Yeah, but not there yet, obviously. But he's making good progress.
Sean, not a lot has got past your goalkeeper in recent weeks. Does he just have to hold his hands up and say?
Well, the first one's gone. If I've just seen the slow-mo of it actually, and it's just literally a tiny bit over his fingertips, and I mean he can't get there, but he's been excellent. And I'd say it was a strange game actually because they were the better side. Don't get me wrong, there's no excuse there over the game, but Tom didn't have that much to do. He had the breakaway second half, which he stood up to, which is good. Strange kind of game. When we analyse it afterwards, I think we'll be surprised how many chances we did make. Because we had the header from Tarky on a set piece second half, we had the goal mark scramble with Vids, nearly nicks one. Well, the one that was interesting actually, just as an aside, just for the health of the game, Bournemouth got a penalty on Saturday for the same instant what Johan had the chance first half, when the lad comes across him and tackles him just as he's kicking it. And nothing made of it today, so that was interesting. I don't personally think they should be given, by the way, but it was given on Saturday. But like I say, it's a smaller side, not about their performance or any of that. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Cheers, safe journey.